So, good morning, everyone. In the last class, we have discussed till question number 4, where we have simplified the given thing. So, please send your YouTube channel link, Sarthak Arora. Sarthak, this is the best time you are asking for it at the last. Okay, name the following polyhedron and verify Euler's formula for it. So, class, first of all, this is a prism or pyramid. What it is actually? This is a polyhedron, we all know. So, what do we call these kind of things? Harshul, it is not a pyramid, beta. It is a prism. Yes, Vardhan, good. Abhinav, good, beta. So, for pyramid, always go to Egypt. Okay, not here. So, you have to see this is rectangle, rectangle. All the side faces are like that only. The top and the bottom is what? Ah, but who says that top cannot come on side? I told you it is not important that the thing which is on the bottom side is the base. If you remember, if I put your car this way, will you say this is base of car? Harshul? Harshul, will you say this is the base of the car? Okay, you will. This is not the base. Okay. Now, so you can see this is a pentagon and lateral surfaces are rectangle or parallelogram. So you can say this is a prism and the name of the prism is pentagonal prism. That's it. Now it is clear to you, Harshul? Yes, yes, well. I got. Okay. Now, question number 6. The area of a parallelogram is 60 centimeter square. So you have to first draw a parallelogram like this. You may call it A, B, C, and D. Given to you is AR, ABCD equal to 60 centimeter square. And one of its altitude is, so we can, oh, sorry, I forgot to verify the Euler's formula. 1 second. So we have studied Euler's formula. If it is applicable, then only it is a polyhedron. So let's see. First, verify the Euler's formula. What is the Euler formula, class? Please tell. What is the Euler's formula? Yes, class. What is Euler's formula for a polyhedron? V plus F is equal to E plus 2. Or you can just do here and there, that is also fine. It is correct. Sir, we had this in exam. You had this in exam, yes. Now, class, tell me what is the number of vertices? We have to verify this thing. So, this is your left hand side and this is your right hand side. So, taking LHS, please tell how many vertices are there? 12 vertices are there, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 5 on the back. I think 10 are there, Joel. Yes, Harshul and Hiten. Joel, now you getting this thing? The vertices are 10 only. Okay, so vertices are 10. How many these faces are there? Yes, Abhinav. How many faces are there, beta? I think faces are 7. Okay, let's see. One face in the front, one face in the back, 2. Then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 faces, correct. Now comes the number of edges. Okay, Harshul is saying there are 15 edges. Let's see. So you can see in the front face 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In the front face, 5 faces. In the back face also 5 faces. So there are 10 edges in front and back combined. Then 11, side 1, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So there are 15 edges. So E is 15. Now let's verify what is the value of V plus F. V plus F is equal to how much? 10 plus 7, 17. Now taking RHS, RHS is E plus 2, that is 15 plus 2, or you can say 17. So because left hand side is equal to right hand side, we can say Euler's formula is verified. Okay. Now, next question. The area of parallelogram is given to you. So like this, we have a parallelogram A, B, C, and D. We can say AR, ABCD is given to us as 60 centimeters square. One of its altitude is 5 centimeter. Okay, so you can take altitude on any side. It is your choice. If you want, you can take on BC also, and if you want, you can take on AB also. It is your choice. But in both the cases, base will change. Harshul, I hope you are getting this. 1 second. Going undo, but it is not going on. Come. Okay. So Harshul, tell me, if I take this DE as perpendicular, what is the base? If I take DE as the altitude, then the base is AB. And when I take DF as perpendicular, then the base changes to BC. Okay. So this is the thing that we have to understand. We have the choice to take whichever perpendicular we want. Okay. Now we have to find the length of corresponding side. Corresponding side is what's which side? Your base only. Okay. So we all know area is given by base into height is equal to 60 centimeter square. The value of base is AB and the height is DE is equal to 60. Now AB is unknown and DE is how much? DE is 5. So obviously AB becomes 12 centimeter. And Joel is correct in this thing. Okay. If you want to see in terms of unit, how from centimeter square we reached to centimeter, you can check that also. Plus, because centimeter square is a unit of area and centimeter is unit of a side, you can understand how it came. We had AB into 5 centimeter is equal to 60 centimeter square. So AB becomes 60 centimeter square upon 5 centimeter. This centimeter, if you observe, they are same base having different powers. So the powers will subtract. It becomes 60 upon 5 centimeter power 2 minus 1. That's why we get the answer in centimeter. So you can always verify the unit that you are getting is correct or not by this way also. Okay. Because sometimes we see that the value that we have started with centimeter square, so why it is not also centimeter square, that we need to understand. This is the reason. Okay. Now next question, we have to find multiplicative inverse of minus 5 upon 9 power minus 99. All of you, please tell me the answer of this question. Similar was there in your exam also. A similar question was there in your exam also. Okay, Harshul, I think you are correct. Others, please try. First, I have told you to make the number normal because the power is negative. So this is not the correct thing for us first. First, we will make it normal. It becomes minus 5 upon 9. Sorry, we have to reverse because the power is negative. Power is negative. That's why I can write the number as 9 upon 5 power 99. Is this correct? Plus, can we say this is the actual number? Yes. Now we have to find the, oh, Harshul, you are saying no. Then please try to understand. The power here is minus 99. We will reverse. Okay. I'm not saying this is the answer. I am saying this is the question. Harshul, please see. The question was this one. We can say it can be written as minus 5 power minus 99 upon 9 power minus 99. Is this correct, Harshul? Can we say this thing? Now, what will happen? To make the powers positive, we have to reverse, because we have studied if we have a power minus m, that is equal to 1 upon a power m. So, I can write this in the denominator and this in the numerator like this. 9 power 99 upon minus 5 power 99. Is this fine? I am not finding multiplicative inverse right now. I am just trying to write the number in positive power, because negative power is an illusion for us. Now we will reverse. Okay, so you got the answer. So now we will reverse this to get the multiplicative inverse. And that too, how came? Let's see. Because we know multiplicative inverse is that number by which if you multiply the given number, so this is the given number and this is the multiplicative inverse, then what should be the answer? Answer should be 1. So we need to find this multiplicative inverse. So we will isolate this. If you isolate this multiplicative inverse on this side, what will happen? You will have 1 upon minus 9 upon 5 power 99, and which finally becomes minus 5 upon 9 power 90. This is the answer. I hope this is clear to everyone, because same question was there in the exam also. Please confirm. It was very simple, just you need to reciprocate it from that side. Okay. Okay, let me paste this and see space is there or not. Okay, space is not there. We have to erase it. Just 1 second. Now, what do we have? Question number 8. The dimensions of a godown are 40, 25, and 10. So, godown is in the shape of, class. Godown is in the shape of, please confirm. Godown is in the shape of cuboid. Yes, Joel. So like this is the godown and the dimensions are given to you. Now again, there are two cuboids, class. If you see, there are two cuboids. One is the godown and one is the box. So we have to use two cuboids dimensions. So better we take what? Some different dimensions. Better is if we take capital L for the godown as 40 meters, capital B as 25 meters, and capital H as 10 meters. Then we have cuboidal boxes of dimensions like this: small l, small b, and small h, where small l is 2 meters, b is 1.25 meters, and height is 1 meter. Plus, we have to find the number of boxes that will fit in the godown. First, tell me the statement that we will use to start the question. What is the statement? Please tell. Before giving me the actual telling that it will be division or multiplication, tell me the statement which we should use in this one. Sir, we will find the volume of both the boxes and divide the volume of, okay. I'm asking for the story. I'm asking for the story that we can start with. I want that. Yes, Vardhan, try the story that we should write. First, we can assume let the number of boxes be n. Let the number of boxes that needs to be kept are n. Let n number of boxes be kept in the go down. Now tell me the story. We can say, therefore, volume of go down is equal to n multiplied with volume of boxes or volume of one box, you can say. This is the main statement that we can write to start the question with. Yes, Ananya, very good. Now, what is volume of go down? It is capital L into capital B into capital H n into small b, small h. So this was the reason that I have taken different variables for the go down and for the boxes. Because if I had taken both as small l, small b and small h, I could have cut this also by mistake. So that's why we need to have some different variables for different figures. Now put the values. L is 40 multiplied with 25 multiplied with 10 is equal to n into 2 into 1.25 into 1. So class, shall we first multiply these two separately or do something else? What is better? If we multiply it or if we, yes, we should not multiply this because we know we can simplify this thing easily, Harshul. If you multiply this, you are wasting your energy because if you go for simplification, that is more easy. Why to find a larger number and then divide? Why can't you divide at this step only? I understand, Harshul. If there was any plus sign, try to understand. If there was any plus sign in between these numbers, then we had to solve it first. But now, as there is only multiplication and division, what is the need to solve? We can easily simplify the question. So, 2 20s are decimal will go, we will get 100 in the numerator. Now class, do you know in the table of 25 we have 125 also? Can we cut these two directly? 25 fives are 125, very good. Now can we divide these two? 5 ones are 5 fours are, and now you can see the question became or the calculation became very easy. If you had multiplied in the starting and then divided, it would have been tough for you. Now you just see there is a 4, a 10, a 100, and the number of boxes becomes 4,000. So calculation part we can make easy just by a little bit of thinking. Okay, class, clear this thing? If you want, you can multiply them in the starting also, but if you do some, yes, it is fine. Now, next question. Question number 9. Write all the coordinates. This is quite simple. So let's write one by one. Sir, but the multiplication part is not difficult in this question. No, Abhinav, it is not about this question. I want you people to have this, what do you say, habit for any question. Today it is easy, but tomorrow it may be tough. Okay? If you have this habit that if you are having multiplication and division both, better is to divide and make the numbers small. Better is to take common. So these habits will help you a lot in the calculation part. Okay, because if calculation is tougher in that time, the chances will increase of mistakes. So we need to have this habit. Okay. Okay, Ananya and Harshula giving the answers. First, point number A is lying on y axis. So we can say the coordinates of this is 0, 4 because on y axis x coordinate is always 0. Now tell me the coordinates of B. Coordinates of B are, if you see, it is 1 on x-axis, 5 on y-axis, 1 comma 5. Okay, Smriddhi, you are saying 1 comma 8. Why बेटा? 8 तो कहीं यूज ही नहीं हुआ. Smriddhi, 8 के सामने तो कुछ भी नहीं है बच्चे, देखो. Why you are saying 1 comma 8? Smriddhi, is it not clear to you how to find the coordinates? आपको confusion है? Okay, you were writing only. Okay. Now, the C point. If you see the C point, it is 2 on x-axis, 6 on y-axis, so 2 comma 6. Similarly, E part, very good, everyone, 3 and 3, so 3 comma 3. H part, sorry, F part, where is F part? It is here. So F part, if you see, is lying on x-axis, that means which coordinate is 0? Y coordinate is 0, and the answer is 2 comma 0. Then G part 4 comma 0. H part 5 x-axis and 1 on y-axis. The value of H is 5 comma 1. So you can see 1 comma 5 and 5 comma 1. Mostly the students make mistake in these kind of numbers where you are reversing the digits. And I is how much? 6 and 2. 6 comma 2. So this way we can find all the coordinates easily. Now, last but not the least. Now tell. Select in this we call as Venn diagrams. Abhinav, very good. Class, try to understand what is the relation between judge, thief, and criminal. First, tell me. No. This is for just for your practice. Just for your practice. Don't worry for that. Just to open your minds. This kind of questions are there. First, tell me, thief, judge, and criminal. Who is related? Amongst these three, who is related? Sir, C is the answer because criminal only and judge apart from them. So, okay. So, class, if you see, thief and criminal are linked. Now, if I say all thief are criminal, or I say all criminals are thief, then which one is correct? A or B? Class, if I say all thieves are criminal and B part I say all criminals are thief, then which one is correct? Obviously, oh my God, who is this B? Vardhan. Vardhan, that means those who are, suppose, maybe hitting someone, a murderer or someone, that is also a thief. Yes. Then how you can say? Then criminals is a much larger group. You need to understand. Okay. So you can say criminal is a larger group. Criminals is a large group in which many types of criminals are there. In this large group, we have one small group of thieves. In this large group, we have one small group of Sir Soham got okay. Soham beta. Okay, so thieves and judges are not linked to them in any way. They are only going to give them their what you say punishment. So C part is the most appropriate one because this is showing that these three are in a same group. Then this is saying that some are common only, but we know that all the thieves are criminals. So we cannot say they are in common. That's why this is wrong. If you say this is criminal and this is thief, so it actually means these thieves are criminals. But we know that all thieves are criminals. Everyone who does something offensive in terms of law is a criminal, but not a thief. Yes. So it is not important that all the all the criminals are thieves. Yes, yes, Ananya. That's why this is the correct option, option number C. So let me end it over here and have our discussion. So stop recording.